check it. Hey, let's start off with Isaiah 24 around 4. Yeah.
Good.
You good?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Shalom.
Shalom.
I want to give all praise to Yahweh by his ship, Yahweh Shah by his ship of Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of New York, Connecticut. And many salutations to Yakim that's toiling in his truth. And we are the Hebrew Israelites. We come out here week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of this place, right? Babylon the Great, aka America. And also we're here to wake up the elect of our people, the so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, which are the true Israelites, man. Okay? And also foreign Israelites, those that have been scattered, of our people that have been scattered amongst these heathens, right? Their bloodline actually goes back to the Israelites. This Walker bars is not based on phenotype, although the original Hebrews were of dark hue. They were dark-skinned people, right? We're here to galvanize the elect. That means electrify them, right? In the spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shai, right? To wake up and to turn back to the Heavenly Father before all hell breaks loose. Because if you look at out here at the climate of the world, you can see that it's not getting any better out here, man. It's getting worse and worse. And you have to ask yourself, why is the Most High allowing these things to happen? Was he allowing these things to happen because this is a part of his judgment? We know that these various things that's going on, these pilot crises that are exploding throughout the world, whether it be economically speaking, whether it be uproars of the people, whether it be unusual climate or weather, whether it be wars and rumors of wars, all these things are telltale signs that Yahweh Shai is on his way back, who the word English calls Jesus, man.
Right.
Okay? So as this world becomes more and more dark out here, we're here to give you the light. And the light are these scriptures, man. Right? Right? For those who have ears to hear. Okay? Because the reason why that people are languishing out here is because the wicked rule. And who are the wicked? Right? The so-called white race, the Edomites. Right? Starting with the small-headers, those that are claiming to be Israelites but are not. That are really Edomites. Okay? Actually, the book of Revelations goes into that. Can we get that in Revelation when it says, I know the blasphemy of those that call themselves Jews but are not? Okay? Now, this verse here is actually talking about wicked Israelites that were going off, that were sinning, yet calling themselves Israelites. But we can utilize this for the small headers over there in the land that's falsely calling themselves Israelites, man.
Right.
Okay, you got it, brother.
Right. Revelations 2, verse 9. It says, I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich.
Right.
And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not.
That's right. Those that are saying that they're Jews, but they're not. You know, there's people in the land that's causing an uproar amongst the people. That's causing a genocide to happen right before our eyes. That's committing colonization, stealing people's land, removing the landmarks. Right? If they were chosen, why is it the Most High allowing these people put these people in that land? You know what I'm saying? Via his power.
Right.
Right? Right? They're doing it by what? They're doing it with their left-hand power, with the sword, which is a telltale sign of who they are. The blessings. The blessing is Esau Edom was the sword. He was to rule by the sword. Right? And we're seeing that that sword dripped in blood right before our eyes, man. Look what's going on over there in Gaza. Look what's going over there in Lebanon. Right? There's a genocide going on in Lebanon right now. Look what happened in Latin America. Okay, the displacements of thousands of people via a coup d'etat that was funded by who? By America, right? Kidnapped a president of a country.
Right.
Who did all these wicked things, man? Right? Esau, Edom. But somehow, somewhere, you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans are the problem on the earth.
Right.
So I guess these people on the side are the reason why obesity is at an all-time high.
Right.
Why there's been a displacement of animals at an all-time high. While people in so-called first world countries are depressed and sick. Why are all these woes going on? Who's doing it? Well, it's a particular group of people, man. You got something?
All right.
Go ahead.
So you had quoted that about Genesis, right? 27.
Yeah.
About the sword. So I asked Google. This is the AI overview. It says the phrase "By thy sword shalt thou live," originally found in Genesis 27 and 40 as a blessing to Esau, means relying on force, warfare, and constant conflict to survive.
Right. Force, warfare, and conflict to constantly survive. Who does that sound like? Hey, Job 9 and 24, bro. Right? And we should go ahead and well, you already quoted it, so that's fine.
I get it.
So Genesis, yeah. Get back to, these basics, man.
Let's look at on this too.
Go ahead, brother.
Okay, I'm gonna read it.
Uh-huh.
So finishing it off, it says it describes a life defined by aggression, territorial disputes, and taking what you need by force rather than through peaceful production or inheritance.
Right. So Esau, Edom was to rule by the sword, in which that embodies what? Constant warfare going on, man. Right? Now, since the inception of this place, right, it's coming up on its 250th year of, of birth, 90% of its existence has been in war.
Right.
Right? It's constantly been warring with other nations. That's a telltale sign of who this person is, man, or who these people that are ruling it are.
Right.
They are the Edomites. They're not the Israelites.
Right.
As some of them are falsely proclaiming. Okay? Got that, bro.
Genesis chapter 27 in verse I'm gonna start at verse 37, my bad.
Okay.
27 and 37. And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, Behold, I have made him thy Lord, and all his brethren have I given to him for servants.
Now, he's talking right here. Isaac is talking about Jacob. Jacob supplanted Esau. First, he had Esau sell him his birthright for some bread pottage. And then he supplanted him when he was about to get the blessing. When Isaac was about to perish, he went in. He got basically a sheep skin, right, to mimic the arm or the hairiness of Esau, right? And he got the blessing. So when at the time Isaac was about to perish, and he requested for Esau to go and get him some venison, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So when Esau was out there hunting, he got supplanted by Jacob. Right?
His mama.
He couldn't see him with it.
Right. Isaac's eyes of age, because of age, he basically couldn't see.
Yeah, he get old age, right? Eyes dimming, blind. Yeah.
So he came in. So Isaac came in with the sheepskin, with the hairy skin, right? Got the blessing, dipped off, and then here come Esau. After he done made the venison, got the venison, right? After he got the hunted and got the venison, whatever, made it for his father. He came in. It was like, hey, I'm ready for the blessing. Mind you, Esau Edom already sold his birthright. right? He already sold it.
No.
Go ahead,
I'm gonna jump up a little bit. Genesis 27 and 35. I'm gonna start at 35 in the NLT. It says, but Isaac said, your brother was here and he tricked me, and he has taken away your blessing. Esau explained, no wonder his name is Jacob, but he has cheated me twice.
Right, which shows you really the attribute of the Israelites, man.
Right.
Jake is very colorful with words.
Right.
Down here in the South, we say that they got a mouthpiece.
Yeah.
They know how to talk your socks off. The best, the people who are the best sellers is Jake.
Right.
Jake will have you willing and ready to get all types of payment plans. 62 months, just 62 months.
62 months.
355 plus tax. But this look good, you know. He can convince you that that's a good offer. Man. All right.
Strike off a secret.
Yep. Talking straight like the elder said. Talking stripes off the zebra, man. Sell a well of water. Right. Jake was able to supplant Esau, man. Well, actually, Esau and his father.
Right.
Go ahead,
God, it says first, he took my rights as the firstborn, and now he has stolen my blessing. Oh, haven't you saved even one blessing for me? And Isaac said to Esau, I have made Jacob your master, and have declared that all his brothers will be his servants. I have guaranteed him an abundance of grain and wine. What is left for you? What is left for me to give to you, my son?
Mm-hmm.
So Esau pleaded, but do you have only one blessing? Oh, my father blessed me too. Then Esau broke down and wept.
Right. So here you are. Here is Esau Edom is playing a victim. Mm-hmm. When this the chapter previous to this man sold his birthright for some porridge that was uncooked.
Right.
It shows you the nature of this man Esau Edom. Man, he rules in a very impulsive and a very carnal, way, man. That word carnal, when you look it up, it goes into very something that's someone who's animalistic. He's driven by his cravings, by his flesh, right? And with that mindset, he has ruled the whole world. That's why you see predatory capitalism, pervasive in society.
Right.
Right. And every crevice of life, he tries to figure out a way to tax the individual to make enrich his pockets.
That's right.
So the human experience is through because of this man's greed, man. Right? And impulsiveness. Go ahead.
This is what I'm kind of land back on him selling his birthright. This is Hebrews 12, verse 16. I'm reading in the NLT. It says, make sure that no one is immoral or godless like Esau, who traded his birthright as the firstborn son for a single meal. That's it. He, like I said, that impulse. Like that animalistic nature is, an animal like a dog, if you see somebody getting attacked and, that's your pet, and somebody throw their food out there, he may look at you and say, I'm got to get this meal first, and I'll come try to save him. Mm-hmm. Esau, he was like, it's my money, I want it now. He was like, I want it now. I don't need to wait. That's the impatient that like I said, that spirit of I gotta have it. That's carnality. So he was like he was immoral, he was godless. He knew he was the firstborn, but he said, send me this, you send me your birthright. He was like, what they gotta do, what they're gonna do will help me right now. I'll take this uncooked meal ain't finished, but I'll still take it. That's being like animalistic. He didn't care. But now he cares when it really matters. So now he want to do what? He want to try to stop his blessing from ending. Because how things come to an end except when the kingdom of heaven arrives.
Hey, even when you go into that word beast in Revelation 13, which we know according to the book of Daniel that the beast are a representation of the kingdom. When you go into that word beast in Revelation 13, it goes to the Greek word therion. When you go into the definition, it says a bestial man. You know what I'm saying? Just to back out point of, because Esau he's a beast. That's the living off instinct. His flesh. You know what I'm saying? The flesh. Any little craving of the flesh he get. That's a beast, man. That's what an animal does, man. You see? Esau, like the elder said, man, Esau done built an empire, a kingdom off that shit. And now the mass majority of the people over here in America, their mindset is to live like a beast.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's why they just fulfill the lust of their flesh 24/7. That's something beast does. Yep. You know? That's just more.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Going back, Genesis 27 and verse 37. Mm-hmm. It says, Isaac said to Esau, I have made Jacob your master and have declared that all his brethren will be his servants. I have guaranteed him in abundance of grain and wine. What is left for me to give to you, my son? And Esau pleaded, but do you have only one blessing? Oh, my father, bless me too. Then Esau broke down and wept. Finally, his father Isaac said to him, you will live away from the richness. I'm reading the KJV.
Yeah.
KJV 39, it says, and Isaac, his father, answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, right, and of the dew of heaven from above, and by thy sword shalt thou live.
Boom, by that sword shall you live. So you gonna receive the world, essentially. But how you gonna receive it? By that sword. See, it's an indicator who's ruling right now. Right? Since the inception of this place, it's been at war, what, 90% of its existence?
Right.
Not to mention the various not even include the various proxy wars, you know, that this man hasn't been engaged in for centuries, bro. Right? Israel is nothing but a proxy army of the U.S. Joe Biden said that if Israel didn't exist, and we would, even if Israel didn't exist, we would have to create a Israel.
Right.
Meaning, even if these people over here weren't asking for that land, we still would have to create something like that just to control the West Asia or the Middle East. Okay. Look what's going on in that region. Israel is in a 5-front war. Look what's going on in the Baltic states, right? Which is East Europe. You got the Ukraine situation, warring against Russia. Who's funding that? America, right? So this man is constantly engaged in war, man.
Revelation chapter 6 and verse 4, and there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword.
Right. This man was given a great sword. What is that? That modern day weaponry.
Right.
Right? The missiles. You know, this is $1 trillion war machine here.
Defense.
The Defense Department of America. It's been a trillion literally dollars just for warfare.
Right.
Weaponry. Meanwhile, you got people out here that's dilapidated, man. Right? Living in squalor on the streets. You got the Native Americans, a lot of them, so-called Native Americans, the Gadites. You got a lot of them don't even have plumbing, man,
right, on
these reservations. Offer themselves. But Esau Edom has the audacity to tell them to get over it, man.
That's them taking peace on the earth. Coming with smallpox in the blankets. And you come in cold, down to your goddamn swords, cold swords, whatever. Nigga took peace from the earth, man. Yeah. Ain't nothing healthy about this devil, man.
He's constantly putting things in place, or legislation, or ideologies in place to keep the people enslaved, man. I'm sorry. Well, I was going to say, which is a form of warfare, or layman speaking, the sword.
So I say he says how did he how he cover it up? He tried to say I'm coming in the form of democracy, but that's the thing. He talking smooth things. He tell you coming to help him, But like I said, Rocky always come to undermine things. He's all every time he come and bring forth his solution, he's gonna bring forth hella problems that's gonna keep you in squalor.
No, he caused the problem.
He caused the
He
problem.
come with his solution.
Yeah, come.
He's corrupt.
He feels corrupt. Everywhere he go, he leave his mark. That's why when you go to these different places and he say he gonna help him, he come tear up everything and then put an embassy there and say we're gonna help you build your like Trump said he want as a build back better plan. We got something to build it back. But yeah, he'll put a puppet rulership or government over you, and he's gonna control it while he's sitting here constantly causing war in other places. Like when he ruled with the sword. There's something called the Ebony Blade in comics. I think it's DC. Whoever wields it, when you go through and spill blood, it gets the person in control and more desire to urge for more bloodshed. That's what Esau has done. He's constantly going around and he's looking for more bloodshed. That's why if it was just him on the earth, he would turn around and he would fight against himself.
He'll kill his damn self.
He'll kill his damn self. And like we said in Habakkuk 2, around the 12th verse, the earth is defiled under the inhabitants of the earth. Because what? It's a basically sacrifice that's been done on the left hand side. You know? So that's what he's done. He's come to shed blood all over the earth. Now the whole earth is not defiled.
I got a real quick one for you. Nahum 3:1. Woe to the bloody city. It is all full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not. The noise of a whip and the noise of the rattling of the wheels and of the prancing horses and of the jumping chariots.
Hey, that's like I said, that's basically going out with the chariots. When you got chariots coming towards your land, what is that? There ain't finna be no peace when he coming with that, because in the ancient time, that's when you see a lot of chariots, horses, you probably finna have some war coming upon him.
Right.
And that's what he's always been bringing, you know? And this is the bloody city. This city was built on the sweat, blood, and tears of your Israelites. He did that, he came by, he did decimated the Native Americans, all right, the Northern Kingdom. Then he basically down to almost nothing. And then he went over there and brought the Southern Kingdom over here. So things that have been built here, he's built it on the blood shed of you Israelites. And that's what he do. And now since he had this mighty city, because America is one of the most powerful cities ever in history. And how did this start? It actually started with Great Britain. And what did Great Britain, they used to say, it's a saying like, Great Britain would never see the sun go down, or you would just never see the sunset, or something like that. That's America. And how they try to keep it going is through their military, through their might. You know, with those three, like say the three frogs, this is the military power here, the hammer of the earth. But it's going to be cut asunder, like it says in Jeremiah 51 around the 23rd verse.
Right. That's why when you read in Revelations, man, it talks about, the beast that started with the leopard. You know what I'm saying? And it goes on, and you know what I'm saying? And then when you read in it's either Revelation 18 or 19, it talks about maybe another one, man. It talks about the seventh, the eighth is of the seventh.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It talks it shows you the continuation. These are the same people, man. You know what I'm saying? That's ultimately like back to what the Amati was talking about. Basically, you know what I'm saying? This is that same power structure. It just grew from a small serpent unto a great dragon. You see, and over that time, you see that growth happen. You know what I'm saying? Now it's this great dragon, like the priest Amati said. America is the most powerful kingdom. You know what I'm saying? It's powerful than all the other kingdoms in the scriptures, man.
Right.
These previous heathen kingdoms,
yeah,
it's more powerful than them, man. You see? Look, they didn't have this technology. They didn't have nuclear bombs. They didn't have all this shit. You see? The scripture talking like the elder said earlier, man, about Esau, earth is given into the hands of the wicked. So now this he's in the fullness of his blessing. He's in the height of his power, of his blessing, man. Right. You see, and that's why we see America on the platform that it is, man.
I got that we do eventually.
Okay, go ahead, bro.
Revelation 17 and 11. It said, and the beast that was and is not, even he is the eighth and is up to seven.
Right, that was and it's not. You see? Because everything happens in the spirit, man. You see, so it starts in the spirit and it plays out, all right, carnally. So back then, when John was seeing it, all right, he was seeing it, but it wasn't in the physical yet.
Right.
See, the Lord gave him a vision of this beast, man, in these end times. So that's why I said read that part again, bro.
Done. Revelation 17:11. And the beast that was and is not.
Right, like I said, because John was seeing it. He was seeing, when you read about, he was seeing the rise of it. He was seeing the beast system. He was seeing the destruction of this bitch and everything, man. John seen it all. You see the sea hip. He seen it all. So like it's stating, the beast that was, meaning when John was seeing it, but it's not, meaning during his time, America wasn't thought about, bro. It wasn't time for America to come on the scene. Go ahead, Doc.
Revelation 17:11. And the beast that was and is not, even he is the 8th and is of the 7th.
Because you had mentioned that it came out of
Great
Britain.
Britain.
Right, see? So he is it's the 8th and he is of the 7th. That 7th is Great Britain, man.
That's right.
See?
Yeah, and I would say the sun had never set on Great Britain. Everything they always say. The sun had never set. Like they're gonna continue their kingdom was gonna continue forever.
That's right.
I'm sorry. You got something?
I was just gonna finish.
Yeah, no, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Revelation 17:11, it says, and the beast that was and is not, even he is the 8th and of the 7th, and go up into perdition.
Right, he ain't going into perdition, man. You can read that same thing in 2 Thessalonians, that son of perdition. This is that nigga. You see, this that they going into destruction, man. You see, this already said. Esau's his judgment was already set. You see, way back then. Even before that vision, because like it says in Isaiah, the Lord declared the end from the beginning, man.
That's right.
You see, so even before the foundation of the earth was declared, it was already written. America will come on the scene, you know what I'm saying, and be destroyed, man. Yeah, you have something?
Daniel 7:8. I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them another little horn, before whom there were 3 of the first horns plucked up by the roots, which is who? The French, the Spanish, and then the British.
Right.
You know, that little horn is talking about what? It's talking about America. Okay. And behold, in this horn were eyes like the eyes of man, and in a mouth speaking great things. Right. So this man, when America came on the scene, man, like the priest just brought out, man, this man Esau Edom was at the apex of his rulership. So what he deemed as right, what he deemed as correct, was basically proclaimed on the top of the mountains, man, which is the image of the beast, which is Western culture. Okay, so with that with these that strength or that hegemon, he was able to propagate himself as basically the top race.
Right.
He's able to forge that blessing, right? Which really goes back to what we've been bringing out, that sword, right?
Yes.
Right? What it says in Psalm 64 chapter, wet his tongue like the sword, right? So with his policies, he was able to do what? Set himself on high, and conversely, set us at the bottom, man.
Yep.
Okay? With his rulership.
Right.
Right? And a huge part of that rulership was what? Kicking everybody fucking ass, man. All right? As we was reading Nahum, can I go back? Y'all can break it down, whoever want to break it down for you. Go back to that Nahum for you. Nahum 3:1. Woe to the bloody city. It is full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not.
So that bloody city, that's the lies and robbery is how it was built. It's full of lies and robbery.
Right.
You know, America, Esau himself is basically just his MO. He's constantly looking to rob you and take what's yours, and he built off of it.
Right.
America is full of lies and robbery. Shit, listen to what your president telling you today. We about the war about to end. Everything is going good. He's full of lies.
Full of shit.
Full of shit.
Can I put it real quick? Next. Psalms 55 and verse 20. He hath put forth his hand against such as bears peace with him. He hath broken his covenant. Says the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart.
Hey, a prime example is what you see with the whole Iran situation.
Right, yeah.
Here it is. They were in peace treaty talk, and then you had America basically setting up its military to strike.
Right.
And in the midst of them, about to come with an agreement, America bombed the damn school, man.
Right.
Over 100 children just decimated. They say that they were describing the bomb that they hit it. It's like inside the bomb, this concise and everything that I heard, it's like little bitty razors. So when it hit, of course it exploded, and then with the explosion, those razors was cutting in. So a lot of those people, a lot of those kids, the only way they was identified by a fucking backpack. The goddamn backpack, man.
Wow.
And you have a lot of those Persians over there, well, I ain't gonna say a lot, but some of them over there are Israelites.
Right, yeah.
They stayed in the land. They didn't go back to the land of Israel.
Yeah.
They stayed and mixed among the heathen, man.
Right.
So Esau got to pay for that shit.
Wow.
Yep. It's people judgment, but Esau, you got to pay for that, bro.
Right.
You got to pay for that shit, bro. That shit wicked, man.
That proved the angle of the Lord on the left hand side, man. He the one set this whole devil. The Lord has shown us how these wicked kingdoms work. He set all the kingdoms up. The Habashah was he created everything, man. Right. He showed you this is not the way to walk out there. Walk out the righteousness. I'm showing you all these different kingdoms that were created by the Lord through his son to show you this is not the way to go, man. Yep. In Revelation 4:11 speak about he created all things. America was part of that, created all things.
Yep. America, these captivities that we've endured was to show us basically the left, like the elders going into the left-hand power and how not to rule, man.
Yeah.
We had to know, we had to learn madness.
Man.
So when we upgraded, we're gonna remember the elect. Remember, like we can't do any inkling of wickedness, man. We're gonna shun that shit.
Right. Just like Solomon. When you read Ecclesiastes, that's why Solomon he dabbled on both sides. He was like, man, this shit, man, hey, that shit vanity. Only thing serve the Lord at the end of that last chapter. He said what? He said the whole duty of man is to serve, keep the commandments, man, and serve the Lord, bro.
Yep. Because King Solomon dabbled. He dabbled.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for real. Yeah.
He dabbled.
He became a top witch.
Yeah. So back in the day, in order for you to worship these various deities, man, you had to lay down with temple harlots.
Mm-hmm.
And some were male, some was female. You know what I'm saying? Like the Apostle Gabar brought this out. It was controversial, but
right,
man,
yeah.
we don't know what he saw.
Right.
King Solomon saw something, bro.
Said there's a new thing under the sun.
Yeah.
So what's happening now? You think this shit was going on back then?
Right.
And looking with America is a little bit of everything.
Right.
America's like Voltron or what you call a Power Ranger now. They took a little bit of everything, a little bit of Babylon sorcery, took a little bit of these different sorceries and these different gods, and they basically put it all together into one.
Yep.
So when you look at America, they worship all these different things, and it's like that's why one thing is the melting pot.
Yep.
Melting pot of what? Of wickedness.
Yep. Now all this stuff is coming out about these P. Diddy parties.
Right.
More shit coming out?
Well, I'm just saying that contemporarily, like,
Yeah.
when we see all the wickedness that this man was into, P. Diddy was a high-level witch.
Mm-hmm.
And then what he was into, that's child play to what these the elite are into, bro.
Right.
They into it, dog. They into some sadistic shit. Think about it. Like the brother just brought out, it's a mixture of all these various idols. You gotta think what was going on with the worship of Molech. What were they doing to worship Molech, man? Well, they were sacrificing their children. Right? You don't think that they were doing rituals before they sacrificed a child? Doing all types of shit, man. Lewd X. Hey, what's that? Wisdom of Solomon 12, bro.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Doc.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 12. Let me see where I can start. Want to start at the top or what?
Start at the top.
It says, Wisdom of Solomon 12:1, it says, from thine incorruptible spirit is in all things. Therefore chancest thou them by little and little that offend, and warnest them by putting them in remembrance wherein they have offended, and leaving their wickedness. Says verse 3.
Now this is talking about those Hamites that dwelt in the land, the Canaanites that were dwelling in the chosen land. The Most High was basically reprimanding them little by little, strategically. And what the scriptures say, he that condemn small things shall fall little by little. Contempt small things shall fall little by little. So within their empire, things weren't going right. Things was going, kind of much like here.
Right.
Right? But they weren't paying attention.
Right.
That was their way out.
Right.
Hey, what happened in 2008? The subprime loans. That was a way for Esau to say, man, let's just back up off on this usury, man. We don't have to sell these subprime loans to these people that we know that they ain't gonna be able to pay it back, bro. Let's just chill out on that. Let's make living more affordable. Let's pay these people more.
Right.
We don't have to put them in perpetual slavery, right? By debt. Well, what this man do? He went harder.
Right.
And what do you see now? The mess amongst you now, man. That the people are lamenting. Right. So the Most High reprimanded just the ancient Canaanites little by little, so they could have opportunity to repent. But he knew that they weren't.
Right.
It's like this place.
Yep. He allowed their sins to stack up. I roughly paraphrase talks about until the iniquity of the Amorites be fulfilled, or the Canaan, or something like that. Scripture talk about it in the Old Testament, man. You see, before Jake got in the land, they ultimately the iniquity had to be stacked up. The Lord allowed it to stack up to a point to where He brought judgment, man. Mm-hmm. That judgment was what we're about to go into right now. Verse 3, Wisdom of Solomon 12:3. It says, for it was thy will to destroy by the hand of our fathers both those old inhabitants of thy holy land, whom thou hated for doing most odious works of witchcraft and wicked sacrifices.
Right. So there's all types of witchcraft and sacrifices that was going on. Right. And they were sacrificing children, man. More than likely, PDF filing was going on. Because if you're willing to sacrifice a child, you're willing to do other shit to it.
Right.
Right?
Right.
And the number one perpetrator when it comes to PDF filing is who? Esau Edom, the so-called white race, man. They have a infatuation with destroying things that's innocent. And the reason why they do it is for sexual magic. Mm-hmm. No? Go ahead, Doc.
Wisdom of Solomon 12:4 again. Whom thou hatest for doing most odious works of witchcraft and wicked sacrifices, and also those merciless murderers of children and devourers of man's flesh.
That's right. So people say, "Oh man, P Diddy is terrible." They'll paint, the problem of society as black.
Right.
But this guy Epstein barely talked about. You got some people saying, "Man, you need to open the Epstein files, man. This is a well organized machine, right? That has been going on for centuries." Hell, the biggest pedophile ring out there, or pedophile, I said it. Pedophile ring out there is the Catholic Church.
Oh, hell yes. Yep.
And people don't bat an eye at that. They don't bat an eye at that. They don't give a damn.
Man.
Who's being destroyed by these organizations? The tribes, the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Americans.
Right.
Go ahead,
Verse 5, Wisdom of Solomon 12:5 again. and also those merciless murderers of children and devourers of man's flesh in the feast of blood.
Right. Basically, eating humans,
Right.
cannibalism. That goes on.
Yeah.
Well, we
Drinking.
go ahead.
Not clone, you know, they
Chrome
hate
drinking.
Yep.
Right. But they I was watching this one cat. I forgot his name. White dude's like, man, I went to this real rich party, and basically they had this one female that was cut out of her flesh. And while they was cut out of her flesh, they had her like, on meds, of course, but it was cut out of her flesh. While they was doing it, she was masturbating. They probably was cutting out of her buttocks, eating like fat. While they're doing it, yeah, bro, sexual magic is real, dog.
Yeah.
That shit goes on, man. That shit goes on. And music industry and all that shit real. It's like it's so many people with different testimonies that done came out about it. You can't refute it now.
Right.
Back in the day, like, they tripping, man. They, man, your favorite, you hear about your favorite artist, like, not so and so. Yeah, so and so with the shit, bro.
Yeah. That movie, what's the dude Corey? I think he played on like the Goonies and shit back in the day.
Yeah, Corey.
Corey. He was trying to expose him way back then, but people were like, oh, he crazy, he been on drugs. Why do you think he was on them drugs? They put him on, they got him on drugs and had him go through all these different parties while he was a kid. This nigga was bugged out. I seen him. He said, I seen some shit, man.
They can take them drugs trying to forget.
Yeah.
Man, shit, Miss Holy Coconut came out and said some shit. The Red Shoe Club. He said that one dude took him down there and was talking to him. He was like, "Hey, you like my shoes?"
Mm-hmm.
He was like, that nigga told him it was that little chick from the fucking Poltergeist.
Yep.
God damn.
That nigga, they killed that man's shoes out of him, man.
Dude, that's wicked, bro.
Holly Coconut left the scene for a while too.
Yeah.
Bugged out.
Yeah, you want to go to that high level, boy.
And it's not far-fetched. Look what they used to do to Jake. They used to make Jake and back during the slavery time, take their skin, make different material or different things out of Jake's skin. So it ain't really too far removed. Now they just do it and just do it in secrecy, but the Lord, like say, all the things are coming to the light now. That's why I would say the Steam files, I don't want to say his name, the Apple Steam files, when they talk, they keep trying to say, look at Diddy, but when you go into start looking into those, what people said about those files, they were like, they was really getting down, tearing up people's flesh left and right. All types of explicit stuff. Babies and taking flesh, eating flesh, and you have Jake listening there and think it's far-fetched. But no, it ain't too far removed. We're reading what they had Jake doing back then. Jeremiah 20:32 goes into how they had their sons and daughters pass through the fire.
Yep.
That wasn't all. They passed through the fire, and like say after it was to a point where Jake, like today, these celebrities, he saw to go through these certain things to get on this level. You gotta take something. You gotta eat something. You gotta burn something. You gotta sacrifice. All these different things. You ain't just gonna get money and become on a certain level without doing something wicked. Esau gonna have you to do.
Yeah, the devil, he comes to collect.
Yeah.
Yep.
He want that blood. You got to do something. He comes to collect. If you don't, then all the film come out on your ass.
Yep. Look at dang on Mike Tyson, man.
Yeah.
His child died and he just catapulted from being on, bro.
And I'm giving the other child was a man. Mike, how to do it?
Yeah.
Catapulted, bro.
Look at these. Remember, what's his name? Dwayne Wade. He. I think it was in Chicago. His niece, somebody, his cousin, somebody got put to death. He right after that, like I don't know, just like a week or so after that, he got one of the biggest deals while he was playing in sports. While he was playing basketball, got one of the most biggest deals, and he was basically his prime was gone. All these people, when you look at them, when you see somebody that's these celebrities or these sports players that get these major deals, go and look and see if they had somebody close to them that's lost their life or something like that. You best believe the majority of them, you're gonna see something.
Michael Jordan. And what's the one black chick? She a Get her name.
Jennifer Hudson.
Yeah.
Family.
Family got yeah.
She got nice.
She got talk show now.
Talk show.
Say come to hey, I come to collect. You gotta handle that.
Man.
Yeah. Devil come to collect.
Keep going now.
Fine. Wisdom of Solomon 12:5, it says, and also those merciless murderers of children and devourers of man's flesh and the feast of blood with their priests out of the midst of their idolatrous crew, and the parents that killed with their own hands, so destitute of help.
That's right. So you got back in the day, you would have parents that would sacrifice a child for money, and that policy even is pervasive today. With what the A clinics,
Right.
they say, hey man, you don't have to continue your you don't have to give birth to somebody you don't want. Just have a A or plan B, right? And what do they do with these fetuses and stuff like that? A lot of these fetuses and things of that nature that's A, right? You get my drift? It's utilized in certain products. Okay? It's utilized in certain products. You know?
But like I said, what did one of the generals? I think Sandra Bullock was on her show, and she was like she was doing some type of skincare. And Ellen was kind of joking, but she was like, "So what is the skincare? What is it?" And she was like, "Basically, it's I think if I'm not mistaken, it was foreskin from a child."
Skin from a child.
Also, did Erica Badu make a scent from her pussy and some shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit sold out within the day or two.
Yeah.
Coochie juice.
Yeah, I tried to buy the shit that the computer froze and I'm talking shit. I'm talking shit. But yeah, she made a scent of her own. And then think about Jake who smashed these chicks.
Yeah.
Kardashians.
Yeah. True.
And what's this nigga man that played the NBA?
Lamar older.
No, yeah. But I guess the guy she got now cheated on her. And she made the nigga get a vasectomy. Bro, these niggas crazy. Erica Badu. I'm saying, Erica Badu, right? Fucking Andre 3000 was smashing me. This nigga started playing the flute. Like, what these niggas do? These some freaking ass bitches. West, we got a whole album playing the flute.
Yeah.
What these bitches be doing to these niggas, man?
You're not good either. I tried to give it a chance. It's trash.
Real spill woman.
Yeah.
That young dude, August Alsina, ain't made an album since he fucking years.
Yeah. He done got turned all the way out.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said he a fruitcake now.
Yeah, he a phone. And he go,
Man.
That's crazy.
but you know what? I mean, through the spirit, a lot of these women, man, they be pegging these dudes, man.
Yeah.
You know? That's why Will Smith be acting like such a bitch. And he don't be touched. His first role.
Yeah.
His first role
That's 60
of
separation. Yeah.
what's it called?
6 degrees separation.
Separation. We played them.
He
Yeah.
played a role. He played the mode that was turning everybody out.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That was it.
But the initiation.
That was his initiation. Man. You know? So we live in knee deep in a high level witchcraft. It's by the spirit of Yahweh Shemashah that we out here.
That's right.
That we were pulled out of the mess that we call the world, dog. People say I never do. You don't know what the Lord had to do out there using that world, man.
Right.
A lot of opportunities that we had, shit, and things of that nature. It's by the grace of the Lord that we were taken out of that situation. And shit could have went left for us.
Yeah.
Now it wouldn't have been that extreme. Now would it have been that extreme? I don't know.
Yeah.
But shit, we probably would have been married to a fucking dragon.
Right.
You know, bug the hell out. I think all of us have testimony. Once you get into this thing, you gotta lose a woman. That's like, one of the prerequisites, man.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I know. I was before the truth. I was dealing with when I was just starting to get in. I was dealing with a straight demon, man. The Lord could put spirit on me to be with her, and she just out there acting a fucking fool on me.
Yep.
You know. Straight demons, bro.
Right.
You know? So the Most High takes us out of this world, man. It's a blessing that we're here. Can't forget that. And this because this world is filthy, something filthy. We could be one of them niggas catching the Holy, getting happy, at catching the Holy Ghost at church, flopping like a fish out of the water. Talk about you got the Holy Ghost.
I'm in that church getting baptized.
Mm-hmm.
Got dunked in that water.
Yeah. We fall down, nigga.
Right.
Crying and shit.
Right.
That
Start
shit weak as hell. Yeah. We fall. Come on, brother. We get up.
You just feeling on
Yeah, man, get the fuck out of here, man. Weak ass shit.
Cold as hell.
Hell yeah.
Man.
Try not to cuss for a week.
Yep. Hey, then on top of that, like, so sometimes you walk past the church grounds
Yeah.
and you cuss. You can't cuss on church grounds, bro.
Yeah. Just cuss on church.
Chris had us out there wild.
Yeah.
Damn.
Pull up to it in the church program, you turn down the radio.
Yep.
Out of respect.
Yep.
Get the fuck out of here.
So you pull off, you light up the blunt, and you get off the church run.
Yeah,
Church was a burden, man.
bro. Yeah.
No, you go to church, you be like, damn, because you ain't trying to go there and clap your hands.
Right.
Very effeminate.
Right. Don't be suppressing the manhood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very effeminate. That's why a lot of them dudes that be in the church, they be dealing with them spirits, man.
Right.
You know?
Hey.
Be hella modes in the church, right?
Yeah.
You know?
Got something out of it. Yeah, I got some. You got something?
Yeah.
Let it go.
Job 9:24 said, the earth is given to the hands of the wicked.
Yeah.
He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Who he is.
Wait, break
Hey,
down.
like I said, the earth is given to the hands of the wicked. You know? And who is the wicked? You know, there are three classes of men. You know, you got sons of the Most High, you know, being the Israelite. You got sons of men being in other 16 nations. Then you have what? That last class is what? Sons of the wicked. And that is who? The Edomites, who the world today would call what? So-called white men. Like I say, it's basically him that's ruling today. As we were mentioning earlier, going into those beasts, going to Great Britain, you got to think, he's been ruling longer than any other class or any other race that ever ruled the earth. You got what? Going up to the Greeks, then you had the Romans, still Edomites. Then you had what? You had Britain turned to America, still Edomites. That's who's been ruling. So this wickedness has been defiled in the earth all the way back then, like the priest mentioned about with Alexander the Greek. You know, Alexander Macedonia, you know, whatever you want to call it. That's where it started at, and he just constantly, you know, just constantly spreading on. And that's why he does whatever he can to say, do what, you know, do what you feel. He got that devil do what the fuck you want to do.
Yeah.
You can you want to dress up like a woman, go ahead and do it. You know, you want to basically sleep with another man's woman, go ahead and do it. And how do you know, like, no, I don't think he would say that. Why allow all this stuff to be promoted? Because what? He's the wicked. And then he covers the base of the judges, and who is that main judge? Howard Shah. And he tried to basically, everything you see that Esau says something does here is diverse to what the scripture says. Lord, he don't he condemns morality.
Yep.
He don't condone it. Right. He condemns you basically you know, like I said, going to a clinic and getting your baby ripped out of your stomach. People like, well, and you have people talking about it. Esau tell you, well, it's not technically murder.
The fetus.
Yeah, it's a fetus.
Yeah, it's a sedentary.
Right. But what happens when the sperm go into it? What? It fertilizes. When you have a plant fertilized, what happens?
Yeah.
It's life. And it was just something just proven. They said when the sperm hits the egg, it's a spark.
It's a heart, bro. It already started like a heartbeat, right?
Yep. Well, these are the same people who say that they're vegans because of animal cruelty.
Right. Right. Damn. Yeah.
Think about that shit, bro.
Right. Yeah.
You don't want to kill animals. You won't even eat an egg because that's cruel. But you're for abortions.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
Damn.
That gross darkness to people, man.
Yeah.
Esau had cast a spell on these people because we was under that spell. You know, like the Bible say, he has seen the wicked, great in power, which spreads itself like a green bay tree.
Yep.
So when a tree come up with its full force, it casts a shadow. So the Lord is bringing in the light, meaning this truth, but that shadow is still over the people, man, which is Esau. Right. So I seen the wicked and great power and came like a tall bay tree. When that tree come up, it casts a shadow over you, man. Right. The Lord brought us from up under that shadow until there's light. That's why people couldn't get it.
Right.
Grows darkness to people.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Following the ways of philosophies of this devil, taking on his religion,
Yep.
his way of life, you know.
Yep. You cover the faces of the judges, that means he's blinded. And what it says, I think that Corinthians 4, the God of this world have blinded the minds. They're blinded the mind of what? The people. So you thinking like, say, that's why everything is so against, righteousness. But like I said, now righteousness you think is righteous, but really is on the left hand side. Everything he wants you to have everything the Alistair Crowley spirit, do as thou will. See, it's no he says no repercussion as long as you do what you good and don't judge nobody. You can't judge.
As long as you don't kill nobody.
As long as you don't kill nobody. But yet the thing is, that means things will come all out of order. You need certain rules and things for it to be ordered. And I'm talking about moral rules. A lot of his rules are immoral.
I got something. Wisdom of Solomon 2:1. It said, "For the ungodly said, reasoning with themselves, but not aright."
The honest thing, bro.
Hey, boys, you almost to the clock. Every time I see the clocks.
Yeah.
Okay. Get back to my birthday things down.
Very funny to have that.
So bad.
Gave him do this too much.
I'm going to walk a certain path. Them paths to destruction. This path leads to salvation, man. Right?
I think that first
Mannequin. Got a robot.
Zeke is crazy, bro.
Wow, man. Back to Brother Point up, man. It's Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2 and verse 1. For the ungodly said, reasoning with themselves, but not aright. Our lives are short and tedious, and the death of a man there is no remedy.
Amen.
Right on that.
Hey, they're going to run anyway.
Thanks a little bit.
What you say?
Yeah, that was it.
They're going to burn them too.
Yeah.
Hey, the fat new one ain't. Fast, the other word said we burn. You got it on.
Like it says, short and tedious, and in the death of a man there is no remedy. Neither was there any man known to have returned from the grave. For we are born at all adventure.
And that Esau mindset, right? The mindset. Hey, read that part again about the grave.
It says, our lives are short and tedious, and in the death of a man there is no remedy.
That's why Esau will come down like a flood. That leads up to Revelation 12 and 12, right? Because he's thinking, but Yahweh Shai came from the grave. See, that's the mindset of Esau. He's a carnal man.
Right.
See, you got it up.
Right. It says, neither was there any man known to have returned from the grave.
Yahweh Shai was known to come out the grave.
Yeah, I wish I did. Why can't I? I'm doing everything else now.
Right. It says, for we are born at all adventure, and we shall be here too, as though we have never been.
Right.
Like, real quick, basically, it's carpe diem. The carpe diem spirit.
ABM.
Carpe diem. which it's a famous Latin aphorism that translates to "seize the day."
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? It first appeared in 23 BC in the Otis, in the Otis. Yeah, he don't know you are. By the Roman poet or horse, urging people to enjoy the present moment and taking advantage of today without relying on the uncertain future. Carpe diem.
Man, the spirit is of these people. When they get in the peace of the room.
Yeah, right.
So if the kings or the people of the room. Got it right.
Says, for the breath in our nostrils is as smoke and a little spark in the moving of our heart.
That's life. When that spark leave, your ass going to the spirit world.
I'm gonna jump down, bro. You had mentioned. It's going into what you had mentioned, bro. For our lives, for our time is a very shadow that passeth away, and after our end there is no returning, for it is fast sealed, so that no man cometh again. Come on, therefore, let us enjoy the good things that are present.
What was it?
Carpe diem.
Right. Seize the day.
Seize the day. Seize the day. Seize the moment.
It says, come on, therefore, let us enjoy the good things that are present, and let us speedily use the creatures like as in youth. Let us fill ourselves with costly wine and ointments, and let the flower of spring, and let no flower of the spring pass by us.
Hey, like I say, we get reading in Genesis 27. You know, when Esau, he sold his birthright. He couldn't have no patience. Let me get this now. You know, I'm enjoying this. Let me get it now. And what that birthright can't do nothing for me right now. Let me seize today and enjoy this time. Let me enjoy this moment. Give me that meat. It ain't done yet, but it'll make you feel.
It'll do. It'll be all right.
It'll be all right.
Mm-hmm. Medium rare. That's it. It's good enough.
Verse 8, it says, let us crown ourselves with rosebuds before they be withered. Let none of us go without his part of our own voluptuousness. Let us leave tokens for our joyfulness in every place, for this is our portion, and our lot is this. So yeah, live it up, man.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Let's live it up today. Let's do, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, Esau pushes this spirit on the mindset of the people. They got that song, YOLO. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You only live once, so that's why niggas are in the mindset of doing what they want to do, not understanding that there's judgment after death.
Right.
You know, it ain't gonna take place in no damn hell, man. Once you die, your ass gonna go to the spirit world. The Lord gonna be your judgment. You're gonna rest, and He gonna send you right back, and you're gonna play out that judgment, man. Right? See?
If I can ask real quick though, that you in Wisdom Solomon too?
Yeah.
And that when you read up in that chapter, did you read the top?
Yeah.
Okay, so it says the ungodly
Right.
they don't believe in the resurrection and reincarnation, man. You know what I'm saying? So all these Christians and everybody that don't believe, that we come back, the Lord sees you as ungodly, man.
Yeah.
You're a demon to him. Because reincarnation is clearly throughout the scriptures. Reincarnation really makes the scriptures make sense, man.
I came by the grave.
Right.
Right.
It's a lot of things in the Bible that you would be able to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it will cause confusion, but the fact that reincarnation is there, it makes sense.
Right.
Right.
Like Esau make you believe that ain't true.
Hey, can you still got that Job, bro?
Yeah.
Can you go back to that Job real quick?
Yeah.
Read the 24 and then read the next verse, bro.
This is Job. This is Job 9 in verse 24. And it reads, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
Right.
Now my days are swifter than a post. They flee away. They see no good.
You got the NLT?
Done. 25.
Yeah, 25.
Verse 25. In the NLT, it says, my life passes more swiftly than a runner.
Right.
It flees away without a glimpse of happiness.
Right, because last week we touched on that. Last Friday we kind of touched on that. Went into how people born after the 70s, during the 70s and after the 70s are dying faster.
Yep.
You know what I'm
Down in their 50s.
Right, yeah, bro.
Because people who are born in their 70s, they about 50-something right now.
Right.
And they dying like these motherfuckers, man.
Yeah.
Think about all the celebrities that we seen them just dying, bro. 50s. Shock G, 50 something, 50 what, 52?
Yeah.
This guy Johnny Hemp just got paid, filling down. I think that's his name. 50s,
Oh, yeah.
Early.
early 50s, yeah.
Yeah, early 50s.
Who else? I'm trying to think about some other things. Rob Bass,
Yeah.
Prince, Mike.
Rob Bass was just 48 or something like that.
No, he was like, he was like,
I thought he was older.
he was like 59. Yep.
When you were younger, so your uncle in that age, that's old. Now you getting up in age, like, man, that's young as shit.
It's young,
Yeah.
bro.
Right, your great grandparents in the 80s and 90s.
Right.
They're in the hundreds, some of them, you know what I'm saying? Look, your ass, you down like the, they'll say you down at 50, you make the 60, shit, that's a blessing. Then you on, nigga. Right, then you through. You threw it to somebody in their fucking 80s.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Your great grandparents was during that time, bro.
Yep. Hey, because what was introduced to us in the 80s and 90s, that fucking ultra processed food, man.
Right.
We basically will be eating prison food all our fucking life.
Yep.
Fast food, all that shit is prison food, dog. You know? Made to last longer. No, I'm saying made to last longer, man. You know, they strip it from its the nutrients from it, and then they put this artificial nutrients in it. They strip it so it has longer shelf life, and then the artificially put various nutrients in it, and also add fucking coloring, sugar, sugar in everything, dog. Salt. So the people taste bugs are all off, man.
Yeah.
Natural flavors ain't natural.
And that natural flavor could be in an array of things, man.
Right. Natural.
And you know, and we grew up on this shit, man.
Right.
Like if people actually were to taste real ketchup without the additives, they wouldn't like it.
Right. Damn, that's crazy, bro.
Taste buds, fuck. Hey, we Kool-Aid babies.
Yep.
Yeah.
We got grown ass people still, you know, marinating goddamn pickles in fucking Kool-Aid
And they got the pineapple.
and pineapple and eating the shit. Like you big dummy.
Diabetes.
Damn, this is good.
Oh, you gotta think, now they putting Kool-Aid in chitlins. It's like chitlins and just like they do with the pineapple. Jake do too much. Like you said, they go far beyond they wickedness. They bullshit. Jake.
But if you use herbs, you conspiracy theories.
Right.
In these niggas' eyes.
Right.
Come to work with a salad consistently. They'll gather around you like you about to eat a fucking mouse. What you about to eat today? You about to eat it? You got a salad? This nigga about to eat an avocado.
Right.
Meanwhile, they done ate a damn cookie for breakfast.
Right.
You got grown people eating cake for breakfast, man. Cake and coffee.
Right.
Cake and coffee.
And cake and soda.
Cake and soda
Soda.
In the morning.
in the morning time.
And then eat a salad, but the salad is iceberg lettuce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm eating healthy today.
Yeah, I gotta get it right.
You gotta get a salad. Bro, yeah, I see. He would bring them McGriddles every day to work. And they would call us the pancake with a
Yeah,
McGriddles every day to work. Every day, McGriddle. I was like, that custom McGriddle guy. I was like, what the fuck with a Monster or a Red Bull? This motherfucker had to go to the doctor one day. Had to get rushed to the doctor because his goddamn heart was fucking up.
Get too much sugar in the fight.
I knew this one dude, man. This motherfucker was drinking Monsters Red left and right and had a heart attack in the parking lot. Forgot a heart attack in the parking lot, just down in the mode. Like, bro, that shit dehydrates you, man.
Right.
You know?
But
Which, you know, I get, man, shit. I ain't gonna sit here and say like I'm innocent. You working all these damn hours, man. Trying to stay up. But shit, man, drink you some water too. They just down at fucking coffee all day, damn day, not drink no water. People get mad. People you know, refuse to eat like grown-ups.
Right.
You know, you tell them drink some water, like, I don't want it. Like, nigga, you 35. The hell wrong with you, man?
Riding like a monkey.
You know?
Water was in my juice.
Yeah. It's in my juice.
soda is water.
Soda is water. If you think about it.
Soda water.
Yeah, soda water. Cold drink.
Yeah, people say they don't like water. Like, I don't like the taste of water. I think it's
Yeah,
water.
it's water.
Bro,
It's water.
Grown as like this place has made us for this system has made us perpetual children, man.
man.
Think about it. We don't know how to go out and farm and use herbs to heal ourselves.
Right.
We go to this man for the one of our things. What does he do? It's add a certain additives to make it taste good, like a little like you would do to a baby.
Right.
Put a little sugar on a damn green beans to make them eat it. But Esau has done that metaphorically speaking to the masses.
Man.
Okay, go ahead.
This is John 1, verse 16. I'm reading NLT. It says, for the world offers only a craving for physical pleasure, a craving for everything we see, and pride in our achievement and a possession. These are not from the Father, but are from this world.
Right. So Esau, even with his rulership, he's made everybody sensual, man.
Mm-hmm.
Fixated on the flesh, fixated on easy fixes versus having discipline.
Right.
You know? And a lot of that has to do with the fact that the average person doesn't have time to really sit down and think for themselves. They're too busy trying to make money.
Right.
You got 8 hours out of the day you working. You got two of those hours you in traffic, right? Got kids, you got another hour trying to feed them. Then you got another try to get another 8 hours, of sleep. Then you want some downtime to yourself, which you had 2 hours.
You got your woman come talk to you.
And then you got your woman,
Right.
right? Don't work 12 hours. Try to have a life working 12-hour shifts every day.
Yeah, like 12 hours of slow killer.
Right.
Slow killer.
Like I say, that's what we're talking about. Like I said, we're only offering cravings for physical. I went into the AI for cravings because we were talking about how people they love like what is it, pineapple with the Kool-Aid, or people just I gotta have my my Red Bull or have my chocolate or something like that. When you just go into the AI overview of craving, it says a craving is an intense, urgent, psychological and physical desire for a specific substance, food, or activities.
Right. They say cheese, the addiction of cheese is the equivalent to the addiction of heroin, man. Right? The same endorphin that you get when you eating cheese is equivalent to when you get heroin, man. You right? And this man has basically made us made the people crackheads, man, for food.
Cheese.
Nigga hungry right away.
Right.
You got an attitude because you haven't ate. Like, have you ever heard of fasting? You mad because you haven't ate yet? Dude, grown ass man out and stomping in the damn office because he hasn't ate in 4 hours.
Gotta be in parasites. Ravens is parasites.
Yep.
Keep it ran by kids.
Yeah.
So like this says, unlike general hunger or wants, cravings are highly specific. Example, I need a need for chocolate rather than just a snack, or often driven by emotional states or environmental triggers.
Right. Depression, depressed eating, stress eating.
Yep.
Motherfucker have a bad day and pull over and get a 6-pack of Reese's Pieces.
Yeah.
Hey, that shit be good. That mother hit them taste buds. You like, that's the satisfaction.
Yeah.
Yeah. Physical pleasure.
Yeah.
Just like that bag, empty inside.
Yeah.
Go to the store, you get that bag of candy. Next thing you know, bag is empty. He said, just like that bag, empty inside.
Yeah. Bro, I did not know that was Eddie Murphy was playing him.
Yeah, me neither.
I had to go back and look. I'm like, that was
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy playing him, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, tell you, man.
Yeah. But that shit crazy though. That shit real.
Yeah.
Damn, bro. We bro. Esau gang. That nigga got a lot to pay for it, bro.
Yeah.
He really got us. He really got us like living like fucking children out here, adolescents out here, man.
Look at the commercials. Like you say, he always attack your physical thing. Like, hunger, why wait?
Right.
Can't eat once. You know. He wants you under his vibration, his spirit. You know, because that's his spirit. You know, that physical pleasure. Everything
That's a disconnect between us and our power.
Yep.
You don't want those people to come back to that power, man, to reconnect with it.
Hey, like I think it was the elders who said he mentioned that about a quick fix. He started giving people quick fixes, but that shit is not. Our people need something more than a quick fix. The quick fix don't get to the root of the problem.
Right.
You see? Now ultimately Esau is getting ready to get these people, try to get these people a quick fix, a pseudo salvation by putting technology in their body.
Right.
You see, because the Lord requires you to what? Go through that straight gate. So like the elder was going to, when you look at it like, as far as like medicine, the medicine aspect, pharmaceuticals versus herbals, you know what I'm saying? Natural herbs and food, that takes time. See, it is not just gonna happen. You take a fucking Tylenol, 30 minutes later your headache gone. You take some tincture, that's gonna take some time, but you got to keep taking that tincture. But Jake want a quick fix, bro. He don't want to get to the root, and it's not healing. It's not fixing the problem. It's just suppressing the symptoms.
Right.
Our nation our people need something to go to the root of the problem, to fix the root of the problem, man. You see, and Yahweh Shai's offering that, man, but it's gonna take straight.
Yep. Right. Yep. To really change yourself, man, you gotta really dig deep, man. You know, there's really layers to our individual like problems and trauma and hurt and things of that nature that you can only be rectified through the Holy Ghost, man.
Right.
And that takes time, man. There's certain things that you learn about yourself in this walk. You're like, wow, I didn't know I had that defense mechanism. I didn't know that about myself. I didn't know that. I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? And you rectify it. And you constantly going from glory to glory.
Right.
But most of our people, they can't first of all just admit that, man, I got a problem. Which is really repenting. Like saying, you know what? Acknowledging that first part of repentance is acknowledging, man, I'm fucked up.
One part of rehabilitation, knowing that, you know, basically saying that you know you have a problem. So that's the first step in starting that rehabilitation. You know, it's like when you come to this truth, you come, like you say, it says like that renewing of your mind or coming as a new man. First thing you gotta acknowledge that, you know, you gotta repent, acknowledge who the true power is, the how Yahweh Shai, and also look and say this world is not right. Okay, now why is it not right? What's the problem? Then you look at the root of the problem. Right. All right. Then you follow. That's why I say you basically acknowledge it, and you start fighting your temptations, your different things like Sirach too, and you constantly endure it through the wiles of the devil. Everything you look around, it's always something that's going to be appealing to your flesh. But that's what Esau tried to push out. But yet the world is tumbling. But he always got to put something in your face. That's why you walk around a woman half naked.
Every time.
Every time. Appealing to the flesh. He want to attract you with food, getting you addicted to these foods. All these different things is always appealing to the flesh, but what is appealing to the spirit? That's what you got to come to. If not, the Lord, he's constantly killing. This dude is killing you. And I'm talking about the Edomites. We know who that is. So when you basically what does it say to be carnally minded, it's basically following the flesh is death. But if you come into this thing or come to this truth vibe, and you know you walk into the best of your ability, and you have that fear, all right, that's spiritually minded. That leads to what? Life. But like I say, hey, the God of this world have blinded our people. So the 2/3, they're gonna hear that and don't understand it. They ain't gonna get it.
I got one for you. John 6:63. It is the spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profiteth nothing.
Mm-hmm.
The words that are speaking to you, they are spirit and they are life.
That flesh profited nothing, you know. So it's the spirit that quickens. It's the spirit that's gonna keep you going. It's the spirit that's gonna have you repenting. It's gonna have you pushing away from the ways of the world. And what, like I said, with that fleshly desire, the fleshly understanding, it's gonna lead to you wanting the things and not wanting the place to be destroyed for one thing. Because you be like, oh man, my family, all this, man, the hell with all this. The hell with your family program. Hey, they'll be delivered with you, or they'll come back to the kingdom. Hey, the Lord delivered them because of you. You're doing them a favor, but you're not what? Because you're basically quickened. You're not following these carnal ways, you know. But like you say, Esau, he wants you to constantly follow these ways. But what's going to happen with the ones that's going to join hand in hand with their oppressor, with the devil? They're going to receive what? They're going to receive death. Because that righteous indignation that the Lord is going to provide. But America's not got too much longer. So while you in here and dealing with this world, with this place that you're in, things are constantly going to get worse. It's going to get bad out here. And it's going to be the spirit that's going to keep you from basically the wisdom of this world, which is what? The wisdom of constant death.
James chapter 4 and verse 4, you adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with the Most High? Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is an enemy of God.
Right? Love this world and not the world. All right. So if you got love for this world, there's no love for you with the Father and the Son, with our big brother Yahweh Shai, with the word ignorantly calls Jesus. All right, and it goes back to again. Why do we love the world? Because it said in Job 9:24, it's not our world. The world was given to the hands of the wicked. So if you love this world, you love the wicked ways of this world. Look who's ruling. All right, like we mentioned earlier, it's full of lies. Lies and bloodshed. Shit, and the food you eat is death. Everywhere you look is death. He's the harbinger of death. We are going to Revelation 6. Wherever you go, death and hell is following this man, and you are in the midst of it. Lord gave Esau this rulership to show us what not to do. You want to constantly follow this word? Bro, Lord is going to bring forth a lot of judgment, but he's actually bringing judgment on it now. Now you're going to have the weather. They talking about a super El Nino about to come about. Yeah, haven't been super El Nino since like 1897 or 18.
Lightning. That's where it's gonna be a lot of rain, right?
Yeah, a super El Nino usually hit.
Shitload of rain.
Yeah, now in some places, like I guess most on the west, it'll be like in these parts, it'll be a lot of rain, a lot of storms, but in some places it's gonna be a lot of drought, major drought in certain places. Yeah. They said it ain't happened but like 4 to 5 times in history. And they said the last one was in 1890 or 1870 something, and like 50 million people perished because of it.
Plagues coming, man.
Yep.
Man.
Yep. On top of these energy is increasing, man.
Yep.
Run your AC is gonna be more expensive. Run your electricity is gonna be more expensive. Mm-hmm. These data centers.
Yep.
Gas gonna spike because they're not gonna let this oil reserve just to go to zero.
Right.
What's gonna happen? What they're gonna do is they're gonna spike these prices up. We might see a spike in prices in the next few weeks.
Man. Right. And the gas that they're using now, they mixing it with that shit, what they call it?
Ethanol.
Yeah. And it's reports, bro, about like, bro, this shit is about to fuck niggas' cars up, man. All right, like people cars about to start breaking down, bro, if it continues like this.
Yeah.
What part of their plan? They want everybody to go electric. Everybody doing it.
And you had that Ford CEO tell Trump that he wants this technology to this tracking technology in these cars to where that shit gonna be it's like fingerprint tracking, like your facial recognition, all that shit. So if your ass got
you in the bad mood,
go ahead. And the data that it takes is gonna be ran into a criminal database. So if your ass got anything, that motherfucking car is gonna lock your ass in that bitch or either drive you to the fucking police station.
Yep. Like Demolition Man.
Mm-hmm. And like I said, he was saying like if Depending on, if you, like I said, you're panicking or something like that, it may not go anywhere. So you trying to rush and get from something, or somebody threatening you, you trying to get in your car and leave, your heart rate is going, it's going to take you like you ain't going nowhere. You got
Right.
somebody chasing you through.
Devil, man. I go to told us this is the wicked, man.
That's right. I got a real quick one for you.
Deuteronomy 30 and 19. I call heaven and earth to record this day against you, that I have set before you life and death, blessing and cursing. Therefore choose life, that both thou and thy seed may live.
Man, the Lord is laying the path for you, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Now, this is the path to get the prosperity and deliverance.
Right.
By you choosing the world, that's death, man.
Yep.
So if you don't jump, because the Bible said, Galatians 6:16, walk according to this rule. You walk into the rule of the world, but you don't die with the world.
Yep.
You and your children. So you gotta walk according to this, man, because this will bring you peace. Now you understand it through the spiritual mind and the mental mindset as to why you're going through these things and give you rest in the mind. That's what you gotta understand now.
Right.
Understanding. But most of our people, they don't want to take on that understanding, bro.
Right.
They don't want to take the remedy. So our people are choosing death, so they're gonna get what they're looking for.
Yep. Right.
They laugh, they mock and scorn at what we say. Right?
If I can add to real quick, and that's the spirit of this place, because they'll mock it, and put it in comedies. As a matter of fact, it reminds me of that movie. I believe it was Carmen Electra, and it's
Scary movie.
Scary
Scary
movie.
movie, the first one.
Yeah, it had those signs, one leading to life,
Safety,
another leading to
yeah,
death,
yeah.
safety and death. And she ran up there and told death, ran that other way, told death, bro. That's the spirit of this place, man. And even in comedy, they mock it, but that's the spirit of this place, man.
The roach got up. Motherfucker got up and they dipped out, bro. What? Bro,
Non-shots couldn't
Bro, that-
kill me. I could tuck in and smile.
bro, that motherfucker just got up and ran, bro.
Saw it run?
Bro, I just saw that motherfucker run, bro.
Wow.
You heard it quick.
She ain't out there.
Bro, that nigga
You
gone.
see them right
Gone.
straight.
That might be a GMO drug.
Hey,
Fucking robot. He saw RFID runs right there. Hey, I got some.
I can say like we talking about that, like I said, that life or death. See, that's another thing too. When you think you cover because you say you know the Lord's name and things like that. See, still you can't be lukewarm because the Lord says he'll spew you out. Because there ain't no gray area. It's life or death. You thinking about I know the Lord's name, I'm good, but I can still be in the world. No, you gotta self-examine yourself. You just thinking that I know the Lord, I know it from scripture. All right, you gotta be in this thing. Like I said, that lukewarm is a gray area. And like I said, it's two streets. Like it's mentioned, are you gonna take that street to life, or you gonna take the street to death?
I got something for you, Elder. You had mentioned that about, this is peace. And it's true, we get peace. This John 14:27 in the AMP, it says, peace I leave with you, my perfect peace I give to you. Not as the world gives do I give to you. Do not let your hearts be troubled, nor let it be afraid. Let my perfect peace calm you in every situation and give you courage and strength for every challenge.
Right. These teachings of the scriptures, man, it really gives you a foundation of why certain things happen, man.
Right.
Why and also why things are happening contemporarily. Right? Which that word contemporarily means around you. Right? All this turmoil, all this uproars of the people, uncertainties, food uncertainty, all this for the will of the Lord to issue our judgment. So we rest in that. Now, are we gonna be? Is a strong possibility we gonna be in straits? Yeah. Are we gonna have to, make some tough decisions? Yeah. Shit might go. Shit is not might, but it's gonna go left. Yeah. We're gonna take some losses. Yeah. But we take comfort in knowing that, guess what? These things have to happen in order for the kingdom of heaven to come.
Right. I'm going to read this AI overview. So I put the peace of the world versus the peace of Yahushua. It says the peace of the world and the peace of Yahushua offers two vastly different approaches to the human well-being. Worldly peace relies on favorable external circumstances and the absence of conflict, making it fragile.
Right. I think it's all about money, getting money, having a car, having a nice house, having the beautiful wife,
Right.
you know, having a nice job, good 4K.
Man.
That's what people take comfort in. That shit's about to be stripped.
Man.
The average person's about to be in straits.
Oh,
If you really do, you like the editorial reality to sit down on how, man, they're basically they're for in Lucy like translating, they're pegging these people's 4Ks to these newer AI corporations, man. That really
SpaceX.
SpaceX and stuff like that, which really they're not even supposed to be on the stock market because they're so brand new. But they passed certain legislation to allow these people, these corporations to get on the stock market. And SpaceX, although Elon Musk, he's a trillionaire, yeah, whatever. Bro, that's a failing corporation, and who's footing the bill? The individual's 4K. 50% of these AI data centers are closing down, right? Because it's an AI burst, a bubble burst that we're seeing. You know what I'm saying? And who's gonna fit the bill? Well, if you're connecting people's 4K to fund these various AI data centers or AI enterprises, right? What's going to happen? Well, a lot of people are not going to get their return. On top of the fact, I'm hit you off with something too. People mortgages are connected to treasury bonds, and basically a treasury bond is someone or a country loaning the U.S. government money to pay off debt on, and they get an interest for loaning them money. Okay, we have a lot of people saying, "Well, damn, the interest rates are increasing, so my principal it's gonna be less. Y'all get a higher interest, like annually, but my principal that my return back, it's not worth it." So they're pulling out. They're pulling out of the bonds market. These various countries, right? Well, what do they use in order to pay these treasuries back? Mortgage loans. They pay so in order to combat people pulling out that investment, what they're doing, they're increasing these mortgage loans interest rates. So this man's running a elaborate Ponzi scheme. You know what I'm saying? And the people are footing the bill. Don't even know it, bro. They tell you the bank get 4K, which really you're saying like I need somebody to save some money for me.
Yourself, you had this, bro. That SpaceX company was losing $5 billion a year, bro.
Yep.
Now he became a trillionaire. That's fine, but every year you had that company, you losing $5 billion a year.
Yep.
So really, you ain't no fucking trillionaire, bro. Because the balance of that shit, you had to pay that debt off. Now you made some money. Not a trillionaire.
Right. And it's not even off the fucking ground.
right.
So how the fuck you a trillionaire, man? Right? He's a trillionaire. He's a trillionaire because he has the loan money from these 4Ks. These various firms basically took the loan, the 4K money that you invested in yourself, put it in a package, and giving it to this nigga.
Right. Damn.
Now he a trillionaire.
Rob, Right. That's the Japanese kid they were talking about a lot. I can't think of his name.
Andy Wong.
With a glass, yeah.
He wear the glasses? Oh,
Yeah.
No, I don't think he don't wear glasses.
I'm gonna read a little bit more of this, man. It says, worldly peace relies on a favorable external circumstances and the absence of conflict, making it fragile. In contrast, Yahushua offers an internal, unshakable peace that persists regardless of your situation. The difference between the two can be broken down into these series natures, sources, nature, and impact. I'm gonna read a little bit. It says, the peace of the world. It says the source hinges on external factors like wealth, safety, approval, and comfortable living conditions.
Right. Right. This place is built off of basic things you can see, status and all that shit.
Yeah.
When you have internal peace, you ain't worried about status. You ain't worried about what other people think about you.
Right.
When you have a mission, you're not worried about external forces, man.
Right.
Look at Yahushua. Yahushua made himself a no reputation. You weren't worried about being liked. You weren't about finishing the race, bro.
Right.
I'm about my father's business.
About his father business, man. Right? Most people, they don't even know who they are anymore because they're too busy trying to fit the status quo.
Right.
Most people just gonna ride the wave, bro.
Well,
You know? And it's walking bars, your status, your money, things of that nature, that doesn't matter.
Right.
Your relationship with Yahushua, that's what matters.
Right. Can I read this real quick?
Yeah.
So going back to the peace of the world, it says the results, because it relies on things outside of your control, it is easily disturbed by illnesses, financial trouble, or life unexpected challenges. The peace of Yahushua, it says, the source is rooted internally in a relationship with God and the promise of eternal life rather than temporary circumstances. The result allows individuals to maintain steady, joyful, in the calm, even in the midst of trials, hardship, and preparations,
And
persecutions.
That's Romans the fifth chapter, man.
Isaiah 6.
Yep, everything that happened for you, to you is really for you to build your mental fortitude, your relationship, your character. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And molding you towards the image of Yahushua.
Right.
So yeah, you go do certain things, but it ain't gonna break you.
Right.
Why is that? Because that peace that you have in the spirit of Yahushua, bro.
Right.
We gotta wrap up, bro. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, man, the Holy Spirit, when you get the definition of the Comforter, it talks about how it takes the place of Yahushua to give the apostles deeper understanding of the scriptures and ultimately power to endure trials. You know what I'm saying? And ultimately, it shows you the peace of the world is an illusion. Because Yahushua said himself, in the world you shall have tribulation. So that lets you know the world's peace is not peace, it's an illusion. You're going to have tribulation. So that's why it's important, hey, we're in a good position. See, because what we go through, man, you see it in your everyday life, bro. Something happened in their life and niggas, the whole world just fall apart. Versus something happening to us, you know, you be like, damn, but then you understand, okay, the Lord is in control, you snap back into the spirit. You know what I'm saying? It has you more stable, man. Right. And when we coming into a time like never before, man, you gonna have to be on stable ground, bro.
Right. Yep. That's right. Beautifully said, bro. Hey, with that being said, pray that you were edified, giving our praise to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shah by Hashem Kakadash. Shalom, Mike, y'all.